Welcome to Vlogmas Day 12. It's bitterly cold this morning. We're continuing with this cold front. And I'm quite drained this morning after that busy time of sorting under the stairs. This is to the Simpson jigsaws that belong to our son, who hasn't done them in the past. And both came from the charity shop, so these have been pulled out. He started these last night. Happens to be a Christmas one, and this globe one that I got from the charity shop, brand new, for 99p. He said this was quite easy to do, well, easier than the other one, but again, it depends on the type of lighting you've got. So this is one of those globe sort of 3D sort of jigsaws, which he thoroughly enjoyed doing them. So we are trying to get jigsaws done. I've got my good old mug. This came from Home Bargains. It was a gift. It had a chocolate mix drink. We had a very light snow. I mean, it was freezing cold this morning. We're very lucky to most parts of the country who've been inches deep in snow, and as per usual, gritters weren't out, and it's okay as long as it doesn't freeze. That's the only problem, and it gets slippery. So today on the agenda is I want to put clean bedding on our bed. I want to get this set washed because it's actually going on our son's bed. I don't want to buy any more of this fleecy teddy bear set until our son has tried it out to see whether he likes it. So his bed will be done probably tomorrow. Right, so I've put the cream set on. This is from the caravan. It's been washed, aired and everything. I've left the thinner grey one on due to the fact I do have grey touches with the rugs. I've got the one down here and this one here. Do excuse all the dust and the hoovering, find tinsel everywhere, because we wear a lot of the thicker heated socks, those thick ones with the grippers, so any footwear, it picks up any tinsel, so it doesn't matter where you hoover, you find it forevermore, even after Christmas. So I'm not sure how hubby likes this set, but this is the one from the caravan. We didn't have a bottom fitted sheet. I was hanging on because I went out a couple of times to two different B&Ms, two Wilcos, and couldn't get the fitted sheet to match. This set came from, I had to think, B&M, that was it. And when I went in, they got king size fitted sheets and the duvet set and everything, but not double. I think double probably is more popular, and that's why it seems to sell out quickly. I know I did some filming in Dunelm, so there might be a case that I might either do click and collect at Dunelm or go back in. I might pre-order it, click and collect, and then go in store. Make sure I can get it, because as I said, I'm having trouble getting any more for the double, but I know Dunelm had a large selection, because that's where we originally got our teddy bear blankets from, and also the brown cushion covers that are in the lounge that we've had for years. So while I said we haven't got a fitted sheet for this set, I've just got plain grey underneath, kept with the grey and the cream, is because for the caravan we didn't bother, which probably was a mistake, because the fitted sheet for the caravan is a proper one that I had to order online for that particular bed, because it's got a cut off bit at the end of the bed. If you've watched my caravan videos, you know it's a Tempur mattress and it curves at the bottom, so possibly it could have done, because I know you can get those elastic things that go under your mattress and everything to keep it in place. So maybe, I don't know. So whether hubby's going to turn around for me after sleeping in it tonight and saying, oh, I need a fitted sheet. So we shall see. If that's the case, I'll probably go online like I said. Now I have to say, I've put a couple of cushions out. These ones came from Next. I only paid something like £1.50 each for these quite a fair few years ago. Got Mickey there, obviously. This I only paid £1.50 or £2 reduced from Primark. As I said, I've been really lucky getting stuff from Primark. And also these are the sort of covers where the grey and the cream bedding come. I've just put lounge sets in there. Pyjamas are kept under the pillars unless we've got clean pyjamas that day. Now, I was going to say that I've got 2 sets of Christmas Mickey duvet sets. One I think I had last year. Hubby treated me to it. I think it was the first year major going into Disney was last Christmas, and that was like £22. A fair few weeks ago, last time I think was in a caravan, hubby bought me a second one. I think it's different. I'm not 100% sure. It's still in wrapper actually. It's in that wardrobe with all my bedding, and it was only £15. And at the moment, normally I've got my duvet covers on, you know, for Christmas and everything, even in the caravan. But it's been that cold, as everybody knows in Britain, probably other parts of the world as well. We have really, really had it bad. Here we haven't had as bad as some parts of the country. I know our son sent us footage of the I think it was the M46. And there was a comment saying why wasn't the gritters out, and the snow was horrendous, and traffic was coming to a standstill. So we're pretty lucky that way, just the cold. I don't mind the snow so much. I don't like ice because when I was younger I slipped over and hurt my back, so I've got a fear of ice. So I've got these lovely duvets, and we're coming up to Christmas now, and not gone on. Failing that, it's probably a lot of work, is to keep fleecy sort of bedding on, and just maybe pull this down to the bottom of the bed and just lay my Disney duvet cover on top. Do you know what I mean? So at least it would get used. Hubby hasn't said anything, bless him. I know he doesn't always look happy, but he does work long hours. I do get up with him, but at least I can sit when I want to. Him and my son are in freezing cold conditions, which I'm sure their businesses, especially hubby's, is breaking the law, but there you go. They don't care as long as the work gets out, especially when the forklift driver keeps opening the doors. And I'm talking about not little doors, I'm talking about these big industrial doors, and just left open so all the cold comes in. You know what I mean? And you can't work on a coat with a coat all the time, not with some of the machinery he's working with, because it's just not pliable. You can't move around so much. It's very restricting. I'm the same when I'm doing housework in our home. Comment down below if you still want some of the cleaning videos. Some of the bits will probably be coming through. I must admit, this year it's not solely on Christmas. I've got other things in between as well, or during Vlogmas, because hey ho, that is what Christmas is all about. Through the month of December, you've still got all your other pieces to do. I'm trying to do not only my basics, as I keep mentioning, my 30-minute tidy up, tonight and pick up, and laundry. I'm trying to get at least one room cleaned a day, but it's a bit ongoing because as soon as I've hoovered one room or whatever, find tinsel everywhere. But there you go. I have still got all my lights on because it's quite dark, and we've had the heating on constantly the last few days. I might be cleaning this room, I think, later possibly. May video it, may not. I want to clean up my fridge and my food cupboard in my kitchen, as I did under the stairs, because that's sort of Christmas related, because I'm bringing out my soft furnishings, and I've got quite a lot of content still to come in. And I must admit, sort of 5:30 this morning, I was thinking, Oh dear. Yeah, a week on Saturday, it's Christmas Eve. I can't believe it. I need another couple of weeks. I always say this, and I'm trying not to rush around and get stressed out, but I have got a lot of wrapping to do. Normally I've wrapped up by now, and I still need a few components, not necessities as such. But with the cold weather and everything, I just don't want to go out. I don't know if anybody else is. The only reason I've been going out is and doing a bit of shopping is food, medication, or appointments. I can find plenty to do in our home. It's not a problem, but at the back of my mind, I've got a list of things I still want to get. And hubby says we're a little bit short on AA batteries, and I thought, not again. But then again, we've left a lot of batteries in our caravan. So that's enough waffling. I just wanted to fill you in. If you think or realise there's a difference in voice, volume, some of it is a voiceover and some of it is done in real time. Voiceover is okay as long as I do the voiceover nearer straight away, but like on Sunday when I was doing Under the Stairs and I didn't do it till like evening time, it's a case of watching your video and putting the voiceover, and sometimes I try and make it match up, but it don't always happen. So do apologise if it does go a little bit out of sync, but I'm trying my hardest. And yeah, I've left the decorations all higgledy-piggledy. I mean, our granddaughter did this with all the little sort of, same decorations all clumped together, and especially the other side, but I've left that for the time being. I'm pretty much one or two things that have actually worked this year. One is Christmas decorations all went up in one day, although I do the tweaking and things like that through about a week afterwards. But I've got a deadline. I've got another eye appointment if it doesn't get cancelled coming up. So I've got another injection in my left eye. So I'll be out of action for a couple of days, probably with a bad head, could hardly see, or black blobs. So I'm trying to get everything done that I can this week. Then I can take it a little bit more easier after my hospital appointment. I'm losing my train of thought here, but yes, there's a lot still needs to be done, and I know it will come together. It always does, and hubby said he'll give me a hand, and so did our son Daniel when he's available. But like I said, they do long shifts anyway, and in the freezing cold, you can't help it. So yeah, I've still got my string up there of Disney. It probably will stay up there. There's certain areas that I don't really want to sort of touch, and I have got, if I hadn't said at some point, that's our granddaughter's Christmas Eve box, and those boxes I store Christmas gifts in, especially if they're for us, this household, so I know that they're there when they've been wrapped up. So I need to get on, and I'm bound to remember what I was going to say, but never mind. So excuse all the rabbiting on, but this is Vlogmas anyway, so let's get started. Has Canterbury Cottage, that's what she keeps saying, let's get started, and I am really into watching her. I can watch them back to back, and I've been doing that while I've been cleaning and doing my kitchen and everything, which I will continue today. So I got my fridge done. It is quite empty because I've got to go food shop for fresh produce. We did a little shop a couple of days ago. So I had all my trays out. I use these as I've shared previously, and they're all labelled up. So the top ones are what I use most. So I've got my cheese there, marge there, and then cooked meat there. Cans, salad. These cheeses here are for Christmas, but they probably go in the other fridge when we have it switched on. Then I've got all my condiments there. They're lettuce and tomato for packing up at the moment. Keep the larger bottle of 3 litre Coke down there when I haven't got a lot of meals, due to the fact that if I was to put it on this shelf, this is what happened with our last fridge, this bottom shelf where I keep the milk, what happens is it cracks the shelf. So I've had all these out, they all unclip, so I was able to clean them. So I've got some more condiments, my insulin there, and then a couple of chocolate bars on top. These are in case I've got a headache. Just get those from Poundland and just keep them in the fridge for when they're needed. I didn't show the process, but wiped it all out and cleaned all the trays, so I'm glad that's a job off my list. So I've decided to clean the bedroom while I've got some time. I won't be showing everything due to the fact I didn't want to keep moving the stand, and I want to get this done as quick as possible due to the fact that I wanted to go through my base kitchen cupboard that I store my food in the kitchen, especially after I've done under the stairs and organised that. I want to check all the dates and everything. I'm sure this has come up previously. The reason why I've put a small towel on the bed is when I'm dusting, especially when I've got clean bedding on the bed, if there's any dust actually on the items that I take off the unit or whatever, I put them on the towel so no dust or anything goes actually on the bed. Do excuse the reflection in the mirror. At present, I'm just getting the things first of all done that need more of attention, where I've seen more dust or needs hoovering or anything like that. I know for a fact I'll probably do the downstairs, but then have to do it again next week. But like I said, I've got an appointment coming up, so I might be out of action for a couple of days. So I'm trying to sort of get ahead a little bit. Whether this is the wrong way to look at it, I'm sort of cleaning the upstairs as I go along, but the downstairs is going to need more attention due to the fact having visitors round and everything. That's where I probably will spend more of my cleaning time doing those jobs downstairs, along with obviously the bathroom in case both need using. I'm just thinking ahead here that if I'm out of action for a couple of days, that I'm getting what needs to be done more than anything else. I've got so many videos coming up that hopefully I will be sharing, maybe some gift ideas, my wrapping, where I store my wrappings and everything. Some of these things I've sort of covered before. I double checked earlier on that my card list is completed. Everything was posted about a week ago or so, and I've also posted all the cards round our street again. Hubby's wondering why I do this, because a lot of our neighbours and everything don't actually bother with posting cards anymore. This may be the last year I do this, but it's the fact that I've made these cards through the years, so I just sent them out, and the ones that went through the post have taken me a little while due to the fact I've probably put notes and everything in them, so hopefully I haven't forgotten anybody, but you never know. So as I said, I'm cleaning as much as I can, as quick as I can. I will say this, that some of the things that I meant to have said earlier on, when I said about, I'm sure there was something else I meant to said, was going back to the decoration going up all in one day, because last year we had 2 boxes left down, large boxes. One was near the back door and one was in our son's room with cloths over with ornaments in and just general stuff. So I've just had all my cupboard out. This is the cupboard in the kitchen. As I said, these are the original carcasses from when the house was built, so they're quite old, but then again they are quite deep. This sort of setup has been the same now for a few years. It's just needed you know, check what I've got, what the dates are and everything, to make sure, you know, to keep down wastage and everything. So at the top I keep pasta, rice and everything like that. Then the sweeteners, sugar, coffee, tea bags are under the stairs now because we get them in bulk in a big bag. Then we've got different flours going into raisins and all my cutters and everything. And then up the top here we have got all my you know, cake cups things, you know, so, and my Christmas ones are there, sprinkles and everything else for baking. Then I've got 2 of these wire racks that've got 3 like steps up with my canned goods, and here I've got my spreads, like chocolate spread for a granddaughter, peanuts, butter, and then paste and Marmite and things like that. I try and keep her long life milk in, and my oil is there. We don't get through so much oil now, we use the air fryer. Then I've got custard down there going into gravy, stuffing, salt, sauces, so custard and instant whips down there, potato seasoning, salt and pepper. These are the ones that I use in the air fryer. Some things are duplicated, like vinegar, the salt and everything, due to the fact that stuff's come back from the caravan. So yeah, we've got extra bits there. So as I said, this setup seems to work well. So I've kept it near enough the same because I know where everything is. Then any additional stuff like Christmas and extra sauces and toilet rolls and everything, I keep under the stairs. So I've completed everything off my list for today, including wiping down a hell of a lot of paintwork. I don't know where all the dirty marks come from, honestly I don't, but there you go, it's still ongoing, isn't it? So I'm just showing you a few bits off of the main tree, my Disney tree. I've got the lights on there and a few cuddly toys as well. There's certain things around our home that our granddaughter knows that she can play with, other things she knows that she can't sort of touch and everything. So it's been an extremely productive day today. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. Goodbye.